The Radio Sun, Beautiful Strange, 12 tracks, 46 minutes, the fifth album from Melbourne melodic rock band, their fifth in 5 years. Released August 2018 by Pride and Joy Music, by the band, produced by the band, mixed by Paul Lane of Danger Danger fame, mastered by Bruno Ravel. 2 singles have been released so far, Hold On Tight and As Long As You Want Me. This is another one from Nick. So,
another one for me. There you go. So,
he's bringing the goods this week, folks.
I really enjoy melodic rock, especially when it's done well. So the Radio Sun are every bit as good as a lot of melodic rock ARR bands coming out of many places in the world, Europe in particular. In a way, that's really down to their ridiculous work rate. This is their 5th album in 5 years, and shock horror, but they're getting ready to record their 6th.
So Jesus Christ, these guys don't take time off.
They do not. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. By now, I'd expect them to run out of ideas at this rate, but they haven't. This whole thing, nothing could be further from the truth.
These albums don't drop off, by the way. I've listened to most of them. They don't drop away. It's not like they're doing cookie cutter crap. They keep going. Yeah,
if anything, I think they got better. I mean, the last one kind of was a little hit and miss for me, a little bit, not much. But this is a massive return to form. Yeah. What I like about the Radio Sun what I like about the Radio Sun the most is when they heavy it up a bit.
Yeah.
And this has really brought the heavy back. And maybe that's...
There's some good rock feel on this one.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, maybe that's Steve's involvement with Black Majesty coming to the fore a bit more and anything like that. But this really does bring the heavy back. Save for the 2015 album Heaven or Heartbreak, this is probably the heaviest that we've heard, the Radio Sun. So if you like heavier melodic rock, definitely check out that album there. But back to this album,
Heaven or Heartbreak was good.
Yeah, back to this album though. Hold On Tight, which was released as a single. Hearts on Fire, Believe Me, they definitely bring heavy riffing to this. And that's when I think Radio Sun is definitely at their best. Got to mention Jason Old. Somehow this guy, he continues to get better on each album vocally. Seriously, is there a better melodic rock singer in Australia?
He's good live too.
Yeah, he is. He's just very engaging, and like I say, doesn't take himself too seriously. He really gets crowd participation happening. Is there a better frontman for melodic rock in Australia right now? Probably no.
He's up
I'd say he's definitely up there. I've seen this man share the stage with many contemporaries. He played the Melodic Rock Fest.
Yeah, he did really well. Melodic
saw him up there with the guys. Saw him up with Heat. I've seen him play with Paul Lane heaps of times as well. He more than holds his own. Jason's really knocked this one out the ballpark again. Speaking of vocals, this album has got harmonies for days. Yeah. That's the other thing. And I think they've been a little bit pushed even higher into the mix, the backing vocals. I mean,
they cut through more. They do cut through more on this one.
But when I spoke to Stevie, the guitarist, he was very specific that everyone in this band has to be able to sing background vocals. It's almost like a job description, job requirement. If you want to be in this band, you've got to be able to pull it off live, singing background vocals, and it's paying off in spades. On this album, they've got a new rhythm section. They're on the last album as well, but this is their first one that they've gone through an album tour cycle. Gilbert and Ness on drums and Anthony Wong on bass. They've really settled in on this. And I think that's the difference between the last album, which didn't really jaw with me 100%, liked it, didn't love it, and this, which I really got into. So like I say, maybe that's what was missing from the 2017 album. Stevie, this guy's been around the scene for years. Yeah. He's going back to Cyclone Tracy days in the 90s, Square One, obviously Black Majesty, his other side gig. Well, not side gig, probably main gig, whichever one you want to talk about.
They're both touring and they're both prolific.
For mine, there's no better all-round productive and versatile guitar player than this guy. He just switches it up. And
I've got a note on that later on in my review. Yeah,
he's fantastic. His playing here is on another level. This is probably the best I've actually heard him play, whether it's Black Majesty or Radio Sun. Okay. I think this is the best I've actually heard him play. We see him shred through solos, we see him get melodic. He does it all, But the thing is, he never overplays, he always plays for the song.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And it's more important on this genre than on Black Majesty.
Oh, exactly, because Black Majesty, it's a big wall of sound. You can overplay on that and possibly get away with it. Here, you can't hide. Yeah. Stevie, man of the match on this one for me as well. It's obvious that his time in Black Majesty has made its way onto Radio Sun by osmosis. That's where the heavy comes from. He's got a very unique sound, and honestly, I'll never get sick of listening to that guy's playing. Overall, look, this is just a really great, fun listen. It's one of their strongest albums to date. If if you need a soundtrack to the summer, like driving down the beach with the windows down, no wind in your hair, all this kind of stuff, this is one for you. So if you like melodic rock AOR done really well, definitely check out this album. Tracks I liked, or my favourite tracks on the album, I like the whole album really. Hold On Tight, Believe in Me, As Long As You Want Me, Have You Got What It Takes, and Hearts on Fire, and I'm giving it 9 out of 10.
Nice. Well, as has been stated, this is one hell of a prolific band, and they've got their formula down very well. That said, there's always something a bit different in every release, a bit of growth every single time. This is another one where the mix isn't quite where I'd like it to be. It gets a little bit too compressed and a bit too top-heavy this time around. All the individual tones are good. I love the vocals and the harmonies. It's just that overall it just feels a touch too thin for me. That said, the lyrics are nice and clear, which is fantastic, and the guitar tones, along with the bass, come through really nicely. It's just a matter of adding a final EQ touch on that final master, or just really just giving it a little bit of... made it pump. Great stories in the songs. Fucking give it not the lyrics. While this is pure melodic rock or AOR, the subject matter is actually quite diverse. And again, from this band, it's easy to think of melodic rock or AOR as being fucking heartbreak, being in love, rah, rah. These guys go through a lot more than just that sphere. They have a lot of stuff. There's some social commentary. There's all sorts of stuff in here. I naturally gravitate towards the more rocking tracks, like you were saying on this one, but each and every song is very, very well written on this release, and there are some seriously good hooks. This band has enough crossover appeal on this one to grow their audience, but will also please their existing fan. I reckon they've got the existing fan base locked in on this one. I think you're the bigger fan out of the two of us here on this band, but they've pleased the existing fan base, but they've also got some songs in here that will, if they ever got radio play, they'd actually grow their audience pretty quickly. I love the guitar work on this. It's ballsier than you expect, but it keeps the emotion and the melody. These guys are a step above most of the pack in this field, honestly. But I love the little touches that were added to this one. There's little things, almost Judas Priest touches through to Van Halen. They're not rip-offs, not even close to that, but they're little things that are just little nods to those that have come before, and this band is nothing like any of those, but they just find little bits and pieces that just give you... Like, there's a little bit from sort of Delivering the Goods that I found. There's a little guitar touch, and just little bits in there. It's just like, that was actually really cool, and it's just served to give it a bit of spice. Fantastic performances all around. If you like melodic rock or AOR, even if you're a little bit put off by those terms, which some people are, you really should give this one just one spin at least. It's a nice little surprise. It's a band that keeps on delivering. Like you were saying about the Sun thing, we were talking about Massive Wagons before. Those two albums would go nice on a long cruise together. I love how this band and Black Majesty show how diverse and accomplished Steve Janevsky is as a guitarist. They're two completely different bands, but he does a great job in both of them. Great emotion on this, solid release. It's a fun, driving sort of album. I really love how they have added that social commentary aspect as well. It's really done well, and it fits in. 8.5 out of 10 for me. Have You Got What It Takes? Standing Tall United, Miss Wonderful 5 years after, so I don't know if we...
Well, no, we've only crossed over on one.
Well, there you go, so that's a fair chunk of the album for you. So check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think.